It's time now for your evening edition on this Friday, May 3rd, 2024. I'm Deandrea Hamilton, joined by Rashaed Esson. We have the news that matters most, your TCI world and regional top stories, a Magnetic Media production.
Under the patronage of the Premier, the Honorable Charles Washington Mizet and Mistress Delthea Mizet, Turks and Caicos, brace yourself for Gia Pierre. March on, the story of us.
He is smart and handsome, a world traveler.
World traveler? Please, that boy being in London in Spanish wear.
It will keep you at the edge of your seat.
She's so special, and it's a real hair.
She really special for true. First time I ever know synthetic hair is grow the humans.
With our signature scandal you love.
You mad because I got a woman to love me for free, and you gotta pay for that.
The tour, Turks and Caicos, May 10th at 8 p.m., May 11th at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at Brayton Hall, Providenciales, Turks and Caicos.
They just don't trust Chinese restaurants, but owned by Bahamians. When you look, the sweet and sour pork come with peas and grits. Man, oh man.
Admission, $60 general, $75 VIP. Tickets available now in Basic Essential, Elite Plaza, Airport Road. Phone 941-5876. Gia Pierre, march on.
Police have confirmed to Magnetic Media that they are in receipt of an explosive anonymous letter alleging serious corruption in the force and at the executive level and asking for help from the new Commissioner of Police, Edwin Martin. Magnetic Media reached out to the force to give them the opportunity to dispel the rumors or defend the officers accused of corruption and cronyism who were described in great detail by the anonymous individual who claimed to be a member of the Royal TCI Police. In response to the questions, they directed us to comments made by Edwin Martin.
And with any such organization, there will be allegations that cause the public to question our integrity. Therefore, as law enforcement officers, we must seek out and purge the organization of any semblance of bias, corruption, and malfeasance. Simultaneously, at the executive level of the force, we must address the issues that negatively impact morale and motivation, particularly ensuring fairness and impartiality.
He was speaking during his swearing-in ceremony held on Monday, April 22nd. Convicted sex offender Elvathan Hanfield has now been formally charged with repeatedly raping a woman over 2 days, filming her and threatening her. But it is how Hanfield is alleged to have captured the woman that is raising alarm again. The woman thought she was climbing into a jitney, wanting to go home after a long day at work, she said. It once again elevates the lack of safe public transportation in the Turks and Caicos. When we spoke to Wilbur Cayley, head of the Department of Motor Vehicles, to find out how many community cabs were licensed to operate currently, he confirmed there were only 7 community cabs. Since the beginning of the year, at least 3 women have reported attacks from men posing as jitney drivers, but the illegal operation is still being allowed to thrive uninterrupted because they essentially fill a gap for the community. Elvathan Hanfield, the man accused of the extreme sexual abuse of the expatriate woman, will return to court on June 7th for a sufficiency hearing. Rashaed Esson is ahead with regional top stories. We take a break.
This Mother's Day at Flow, we're celebrating moments that makes life better. And I'm happy to announce that one lucky mother, thanks to Flow, will be traveling with me to create extra special moments in the historic city of Athens, Greece. Sign up for Flow postpaid or broadband from May 1st to 31st and gain 1 entry for a chance to win a round trip to Greece for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Sign up for both and get double the chances to win. Give mom the ultimate Mother's Day gift from Flow.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashaed Esson. The Prime Minister of Grenada, Deacon Mitchell, at the 2024 Sustainable Tourism Conference on April 22, expressed that Caribbean universities should be leading researchers for coral restoration as he addressed the importance of corals to the region's capacity for tourism sustainability amid climate change.
If there are no corals, to a large extent, there are no hotels, there are no beaches, there's no underwater, there's no scuba diving, etc., etc. We actually depend on it. It's part of the core infrastructure needed for the sustainability of our tourism.
Regarding this, he called for more funding to encourage universities to create more marine experts, given the region's vulnerability to climate change effects.
Therefore, we need to help fund, we need to help advocate, we need to help encourage our universities to create more marine biologists, and to create marine biologists who actually want to do research and find solutions to how we restore coral.
The World Relays, a qualifying tournament for the 2024 Paris Olympics, is just around the corner, set to be held in Nassau, Bahamas, at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium on May 4 and 5, and some of the most well-known decorated athletes from various countries will compete. Reports inform that the first day will only be live-streamed on Peacock. The second day will be on other channels and websites such as NBC Sports, CNBC, and BBC. Magnetic Media is your news leader. For the news that matters most, we've got it here.
Consultation on the multi-sector agency regulator for your Turks and Caicos utilities sector continues, and the Energy and Utilities Department urges you to tell them what you think. The regulator will give oversight to telecommunications, petroleum retailers and wholesalers, water and sewerage, and energy. Get and review the draft policy and email your feedback to regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. That's regulatoryconsultation@gov.tc. The government continues in efforts to increase the skill of EMS personnel in the country with a recent trip to the West Midlands Ambulance Service in Birmingham, UK. The service provided comprehensive insights into their operations and expertise and even offered collaborative initiatives for local emergency services. The possibility of training and mentor programs was also tabled. It follows driving courses and an announcement on the ongoing changeover of the ambulance fleet on the local healthcare scene. The UK government has okayed the roundup of asylum seekers in the country as they prepare to deport them to Rwanda, according to an April 28th report from The Guardian. Starting Monday, the government planned to hold asylum seekers who turned up for routine meetings at the Immigration Service offices or bail appointments, and will also pick up people nationwide. The detainees are to be immediately put in detention centers and flown to Africa beginning summer if the UK manages to pass its Safety of Rwanda Act. Human rights activists speaking to The Guardian described the plan as potentially catastrophic. That does it for the week of news, the evening edition, and we thank you for joining us all week long. It's the news that matters most, a Magnetic Media production. Get on out there and have a wonderful and hopefully a restful weekend. Take care.